Excuse me, but who the hell are you?
Carmilla. I'm your new roommate, sweetheart.
My what?
Your new roommate?
I have a roommate.
Well, don't you catch on fast.
No, I mean I have a pre-existing roommate, a prior roommate. Her name is Betty.
Oh yeah, where's she?
She's missing right now.
I see her. So you can't produce this Betty or anything, but you'd like me to leave?
Well, I wouldn't put it exactly like that. What are you doing?
Well, you see, I may not have a missing roommate, but what I do have is a letter from the dean of students that says I live here now.
Stop that! Those are not yours!
Well, they're in my half room, cutie, and possession is 9/10.
This isn't your room.
Tell you what, you cop up Betty, and I'll hit the road. But until then...
Oh, this is not happening. You are not my new roommate. I'm gonna find Betty, and you're gonna be out of here so fast there's gonna be scorch marks on those leather pants of yours.
You must be Carmilla.
Must I be?
Well then, so nice to have you on the floor. I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot of you. Come on, Susan. And Laura, remember, communication.
Yeah, you're not gonna find your soy milk in there.
It was just a prank.
You filled a milk container with blood as a prank.
It was food coloring and corn syrup.
Oh, you are such a freak.
There are worse things to be.
Sure. How about a Carmy cold sore? That would be worse.
Oh, were you the one spreading those little rumors? Nice try. That bunched up little face you make when you're angry is hilarious, Buttercup.
I wonder how hilarious it'll be when I get the dean of students to kick you out.
You wanting to be the dean? Pay to see that.
Think I won't?
Be my guest. Someone's going around kidnapping girls. I can see why they threw those two back. Oh, sorry. Did I mess up your big break there, Veronica Mars?
I am going to kill you. That was a real, actual person who had something terrifying happen to her, and all you can do is make crappy jokes. Are you really so damaged that you're incapable of caring about anything?
You really think you're doing anything to help that girl? To help poor Betty?
At least I'm trying to do something.
Oh, are you trying your very best? Because I'm sure if you stay pure of heart and really believe that, that will make a difference.
Well, it's better than lounging around all day and pretending to be all cool and disaffected when really you're just miserable and alone.
And do you really think you're doing a lick of actual good? Do you know anything you didn't know the day before she vanished? You're a child, and you understand nothing. Not about life, not about this place, and certainly not about what it takes to survive in a world that... You know what? The sooner you stop playing Lois Lane, the better off you'll be.
No.
What?
No, I'm not just gonna give up. Maybe you're right. Maybe I am a child. A 19-year-old who'd never left her city limits before she got here. Who thought that university was gonna be some big adventure full of books to read and parties to dance at. Who never thought anything bad could actually happen. Well, turns out the world doesn't work exactly how I thought it was going to. My university is creepy, and parties are full of numbskulls getting hammered, and girls go missing and nobody seems to care, so... Maybe that's just the way it is, but that does not mean that I have to accept it. I deserve better. Betty deserves better. Hell, even you deserve better.
What are you doing?
I'm putting my journalism project up online so that all the students at Silas can see it, and if anybody knows anything about Betty or the other missing girls, then they can help. We can do this together.
Well, that'll be awfully annoying for the university. And the dean.
Well... and she can come and talk to me about it.
I think she might.
There. It's up. What is that?
Done it now.
Fire alarm?
It's a town hall meeting. They've called a town hall. Women, we're training. We've got 5 minutes.
What the frilly hell is this?
Whoa, where are your dude scored, sexy lady?
Yeah, to keep you safe from things that go bump in the night.
Get the hell out of here before I feed you each other's spleens.
Whoa, angry hottie. Angry, sexy lady.
Why did you let these lackwits in?
Let? What part of this looks like let?
Isn't this exactly what you wanted when you plastered your little plea for help all over the internet?
No, and you haven't even seen my videos.
Oh no, Maddie's missing. Oh no, Carmilla is mean. Am I close?
Spot on, except the girl playing you is kind of a raging bad person.
Okay, Laura and Carm, sexy. Babe shouldn't fight. You know, unless there's a kiddie pool full of cream corn somewhere.
Maybe I just don't enjoy getting hauled in front of the dean because of your ridiculous project.
Okay, truce. A moratorium on the Betty investigation just long enough to get these fine, upstanding young gentlemen stalkers out of our hair, okay?
All right, deal.
Deal.
Oh, my poor boy. I'm sorry, I have such a terrible temper. Could you possibly forgive me?
Yeah, it ain't no thing. That tickles.
Oh, and look at these. Such arms, such shoulders. The primitive by way of the neoclassical.
Yeah, well, I work out.
I could just eat you alive.
Oh, whoa. Ow, biting! Oh, ow! Oh!
God, what the hell is wrong with you, psycho?
Oh, what? Aren't you gonna stay and help protect us poor, vulnerable girls?
You bit me. Dude, she bit me. That is so not cool.
What? It was barely a nip. You said you wanted them gone.
Gone. Not hemorrhaging.
Guess that's it for the truce then.
Okay, I'm sorry everybody got dragged in front of the dean, and I'm sorry for the whole town hall fiasco, but I'm not sorry for posting the videos, and I'm not gonna stop.
It's only a matter of time before you get caught. Are you really willing to risk that for a series that has, what, 3 viewers?
What is that? Yeah. I don't think the lack of viewers is gonna be the problem.
Morning.
It's 5 p.m.
What are you still doing here? Aren't you usually in the middle of an 18-hour workday? Wait, are you skipping class?
I felt sick.
Huh. You do look like crap. Well, I've got a talk I want to catch on good to, so I'll be back before Thursday. Try not to get all sweaty and delirious before I get back.
Thanks. Well, that was my Coco. Of course it was.
No.
Because a personal chewing out by the dean of students, that is impressively badass or something.
But I so had it coming, didn't I?
Look, I didn't mean it like that.
Please. You think the dean is raking me out over the coals because I don't play along with your passive-aggressive chore wheel?
No, but, well, why would she be?
I said some things she didn't like.
When, in your seminar?
God, this age doesn't understand obligation. It's like an undersea anchor impossible to escape.
Ah. Worried you aren't living up to expectations, huh? Only child of a massively overprotective dad here. And I didn't even have to get all Coleridgey about it. No, damn it. That was a whole update. Apparently delivered to a dead camera. Fine. So, some of you have been kind enough to point out the unholy night terrors that have been ruining my sleep for the past several nights might not be related to my steady diet of frosted-filled treats and grape soda, and kind of sound like the dreams that Natalie was having right before she got pod peopled. And between that and trying to figure out how Carmilla's involved with the missing girls, I'm kind of freaking out.
You're jumpy. Worried about your girlfriend making peace with the frat boys?
What? No, and Jenny's not my girlfriend, I don't think. Just, some squicky dreams from the last few nights.
Well, dreams are supposed to be strange. Last night I dreamt I was trapped under a bed.
You dreamt you were under a bed?
Yeah, above me someone was crying. A little girl in a white nightdress. And let it rain blood down the edges of the bed until I drowned.
How creepily specific.
But just a dream. No reason for all of this twitchiness.
There's no twitching. There is an absence of twitching.
Clearly. You know, if it's really making you so miserable, I could get you something to help you sleep.
That's uncharacteristically considerate of you.
Yeah, well, I just don't want you losing it and torching all my stuff.
Oh, yeah, of course not. Hey, I'm not doing anything.
Sure. Your Snape rod effect is still on the screen, Spaz. I just came to bring you this.
Is that a dried batwing?
Yeah, it's a charm or whatever to help with the bad dreams. You're annoying, but if you burn out from sleep deprivation, they'll probably replace you with someone even more OCD. The devil you know?
Thank you. So, in the spirit of all this newfound closeness, maybe you could tell me where you go all night.
Well, I have to keep some of my secrets. Otherwise, I'll lose my air of mystery, won't I?
Was she just flirt? You're here.
Been here a while. Another bad dream?
Yeah. What are you doing up?
Looking at the stars.
Oh.
It's comforting to think how small we are in comparison. All the lives we've led, people we've been. Nothing to that light.
You are definitely a philosophy major.
Right now, I think your subconscious is telling you to quit web journalism and finish your overdue lit paper.
What?
You were dreaming about your Kipling reading. Black as the pit and terrible as the night was Bagheera. I always loved that. It's beautiful.
Or, terrifying, because a giant black cat. So, there's this party tomorrow night that the Zetas are throwing, and I was thinking since we got off to a rough start as roommates that we could go together. Maybe hang out for a while there. Look at the stars.
I think I might like that very much.
Okay, so tomorrow then.
Yeah. Tomorrow.
Process. Fingers crossed on that last part.
Don't you look like a virgin sacrifice?
I'm not the one in a corset, which, wow. Also, what is happening there?
Well, the more I thought about a bonfire with those Lackwits, the less interested I was. Party should be a shimmering moment of possibility, not a collection of brutes around a piece of flaming driftwood. So, I brought the party here.
The party being dancing in the hallway and ludicrously expensive champagne. Where did you even find that?
I have my methods. They served champagne at the first party I ever attended.
You say that like it was 100 years ago.
Feels like more than that. Like something seen underwater from a great distance. God, I'm a nostalgic idiot tonight. You're not wearing your charm.
Oh, yes, it just didn't go with my outfit.
Well, you shouldn't have taken it off. It's not going to work if you're not wearing it.
Oh, I'll be sure to tie on my cool Batwing bracelet first thing.
If you didn't like it, you could have just said something.
No, I totally liked it. It was really nice of you to think of me.
What are you doing?
Just texting Danny and the girls, seeing if maybe they want to join. Hey.
Maybe I don't feel like sharing you right now.
That'd sound more flattering if it didn't make me sound like a canapé.
God, what am I doing? Naive provincial girl. Entirely too tightly wound. Such a cliche. I ought to know better.
Gee, thanks.
And yet, there's something about you.
Maybe it's my keen fashion sense.
No, it's definitely not that.
You! Get away from her!
All right, vampire. We know that you've been stalking those girls, and we know that you're a vampire. So the sooner you fess up and tell us what's going on, the better this is going to go for you, because we have got a spatula and a stapler, and we are not afraid to use them, so you better start singing.
Laura, she still got the...
Oh, right. Maybe this will get you talking. So, spill. How do 2 more girls end up kidnapped and murdered when we've got you tied up here?
Because I didn't do it, you dimwits.
You cannot seriously think that we're dumb enough to believe you're innocent just because you say so.
Yeah, because that seems like a stretch. Look, if I were really a vampire, would I just stay here tied up proclaiming my innocence as some sort of trick?
Yeah, that's completely exactly what a vampire would do. We have like 40 hours of video documentation. Bet you wish you'd watched my project now, huh?
Fine. So I'm a vampire. But I couldn't have made off with either of the 2 cupcakes because I was here with you, and then I was here being ambushed by toddlers the whole time.
Well, maybe you have some kind of vampiric accomplice.
Do I strike you as the type of person who plays well with others?
Well, if you weren't snacking on co-eds, what were you doing following them around at parties?
I'm a popular girl. I get a lot of invitations. Not everyone has to resort to Bush League investigative journalism to get their kicks.
You're a vampire!
Yeah, but not a kidnapper.
She's got us there, assuming she's up to something diabolical just because she's...
An undead fiend from the pits of hell?
I'm from Eastern Europe. Potato, potato.
Good morning, viewers, and welcome to day 9 of Operation Stupid Obstinate Vampire Roommate Won't Talk, which is all she has to do, and we will totally give her this nice, yummy blood to drink. Ugh, I swear! Hey! No, Carmilla's not here right now. She had tickets to some angry existentialist punk rock fight club thing. You know how she is. Yeah, I'm sure she's totally gonna text you when she gets back. Okay, bye. I swear, if one more of your broken-hearted study buddies comes knocking at the door, I'm gonna start spritzing them like cats. Carmilla, no, please don't die, you stupid vampire. Here, look, I've got blood. Oh, thank God.
Damn it.
Do you want some more?
Fine. Where'd you get that?
We figured we might need some leverage, so LaFontaine got it from the campus hospital. She told him it was for an experiment about hemophagy. You got a little something right. What?
The experience of being held captive by a clutch of imbeciles for something I didn't even have the pleasure of doing is humiliating enough without having you wipe me up like a dribbling child.
Look, if you really want me to believe that you didn't do it, you have got to explain what you were doing at those parties. Because the night that we caught you, it sure looked like you were about to eat me.
Wait, you thought that was me trying to eat you?
Well, if you weren't trying to eat me, then what were you trying to... Oh. So when you were hitting on me, you were really hitting on me?
Yes, and you were luring me into a trap. Could you just stake me now? Because I think that would be less mortifying than this conversation.
Wow, that is... Okay, even if I was to believe you, that still doesn't explain what you were doing at the parties and how you know all the missing girls. If you want us to trust you, you have got to tell us your side of the story.
My side of the story. All right then, buckle up, Cream Puff. We're gonna be in for a long night. Or, Wednesday afternoon. This need of yours to document everything borders the pathological.
Think of it as being for posterity.
Posterity doesn't care. I should know. I live in it.
All right, well, this is your chance. Tell us your story. Convince me and the folks at home that you didn't guzzle Betty like a Slurpee.
I was born Mercalla, daughter of the Count Karnstein in Styria, a duchy of Austria, in 1680. Austria was embroiled in the Great War against the Ottoman Empire, but such things meant little to a wealthy girl. When I was 18, I attended a ball where I was murdered.
Murdered? Whoa! You can't tell it like that, like some boring history lesson. This is dangerous. This is exciting. This is flashback material. I know exactly what we need.
You don't think perhaps this makes light of my tragic backstory?
Oh, get over yourself. Come on. Okay, so you were murdered at a ball. La 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 la. Oh, how I love dancing. Oh, how I love balls. Oh, how I love to eat you. Hum nom 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 nom. Ah. Oh, I die. Cruel fate, that's to blast the blossom of my youth. Okay, what happened next?
Mother raised me.
Mother?
Not my birth mother, but the mother I knew after death. I knew nothing of her except she was very old and very wise, and had pried apart the jaws of death to enact my rescue.
Arise, arise! Oh, get up, you lazy thing. Now I'm a creature of the night. I can sleep until noon every day. Yeah!
The wide world had opened before me in death as it had never been in life. We danced in the mirrored halls of Versailles. We watched the stars whirl over seas no man had named. We saw the birth of a new world in science and philosophy and revolution. Every night was a grand ball, a hunt, a feast. But every 20 years we'd return here and perform a strange ritual. Mother would arrange for me to meet a young girl. I'd be abandoned at a ball, or there'd be a carriage wreck, and some kind stranger and his ward, like a niece or a daughter, would be gallant enough to take me in. Pretty soon, she and I would become fast friends, inseparable. But of course, my new friend would fall ill. I think he recognized the symptoms: strange behavior, weakness of the mind. And before long, it would be time for me to rejoin my mother in search of my next friend.
Yo, Liquid Diet, you aren't exactly making a case for us not being a kidnapper here.
I was never an abductor, I was a lure. And that's how I met Elle. It was 1872. The Metropolitan Museum of Art had just opened in New York, and I wanted more than anything to sail to see it, but Maman insisted. The game started off the same. Carriage wreck, promise of shelter, fast friendship. Only this time nothing was a lie.
I heart you so much. No, I heart you so much.
When the time came to take Elle to my mother, I couldn't bear to give her up. So I planned our escape and went ahead to make preparations.
Come away with me, and the world shall turn only for us.
But when the time came for Elle to meet me, disaster struck. I had taken great lengths to hide what I was from her, but Maman went to her in secret and revealed my true nature in the most horrifying light. Elle believed me to be a monster and led Mama to where I waited. And so my price for the disobedience was to watch Elle be taken away to some certain doom, and to be sealed in a coffin of blood that I may waste away my long centuries in the dark. For decades I rotted under the earth. And then the war came. The last great war of the modern world. That rent the earth with tanks and mines and bombs. So my punishment came to an end, and I walked off the battlefield in Austria to greet the 20th century. Maman found me in Paris in the 1950s and didn't have the heart to re-inter me. I was of more use here, where the details had changed, but the game had not. I was to meet girls and make friends and see to it that the blossoms were ready to be plucked when Maman decided.
So you went right back to abducting girls?
No, I pretended to go along. I had no choice. But I ruined opportunities where I could. I sent girls fleeing back to the safety of mothers and fathers in fallback schools. There can be great satisfaction in small revenges. And I never knew what use Mama had for the girls. It was always a secret she'd kept from me, but I could afford to bide my time, so I watched and I waited until I had learned what I had truly been a part of all along. But I had betrayed L2 before she betrayed me. All too tragic for sock puppets.
So you've been helping girls escape?
When I can.
Did you help Betty?
No.
So someone that she knew, someone that she thought was her friend, was really a vampire, and they took her for your mother.
Yes.
Okay, so we find your mother and we get our friends back. What's so funny? We caught you.
Yeah, and as humiliating as that was, it doesn't change the fact that my mom will scoop out your eyeballs and serve them in martinis. You're already terrified of her.
Already? What do you mean already? I've never met your mom.
Yeah, of course you have. She's the dean.
If her mother really is the dean, then don't we need all the help that we can get?
It's not help if we can't trust a word she says.
Sorry, I'm not on board with untying someone who might eat me.
Perry? You didn't even want to trap her in the first place.
Have you been listening to what she's been saying? We kidnapped the dean's daughter. We can't just let her go now. Sorry, Carmilla.
Oh, don't worry about me. If you guys want to go after my mother, I'm fine here. Vampires don't cry. It's almost as bad as that sparkly twerp.
Yeah. Clearly we're lost without her.
Fine. But what are we going to do about the dean? This is not good, Will. You need to run right now.
Oh my god, really? Why?
Because I know that we didn't really talk about this when you were helping us catch her, but she's a vampire.
I know. She's kind of not the only one.
Cool. Okay. Cool. So, with that information, I'm just gonna go.
I am really gonna enjoy this. Okay, ow, what the hell was that?
My father is a raging paranoid. You think he sends me day of the week bear spray but didn't sign me up for Krav Maga at age 8?
Cute. Not gonna save you. See, this is why I miss the 1930s. You know, I'm sure you get the occasional gal who signs up for the ROTC, but you don't get any of this chop socky crap.
Yeah, victims who fight back are so inconvenient.
Oh, laugh it up, kitty. I'm sure Mother's gonna find it hilarious I had to cut you loose and finish your chores.
You are such a mama's boy.
We'll just have a little snack now.
We don't kill the targets. And I bet you're already in deep for losing the airhead.
Well, it was an accident. I mean, how was I supposed to know that they were gonna lock her in upstairs bedroom with the window
now you
wide
wanna
open?
be the guy who lost 2 of them?
It'd be worth it just to screw with you. You're gonna regret that, kitty.
Thank you for not letting him eat me. It was especially nice of... Oh. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay. Okay. Not dead. Not dead. Oh my god, my dad is gonna kill me. Okay, seriously?
What?
This?
You're not dead.
That's it? You just use me as a human juice box and I don't even get an explanation?
I'm a vampire and I'm pissed off. What were you expecting? I needed the strength to catch Willy Boy before he ran off to Mother and ratted me out.
So did you?
Yeah, I'm preparing to flee the scene because everything went to spec. The little weasel got away. It's only a matter of time before Mother comes after me.
So you're just gonna run?
Have you been listening to a word that I've said about my mother? Yeah.
And as soon as you leave, they're just gonna come for me.
Well, you know what? You never really had much of a chance anyway. Sorry, cutie. Nothing personal.
But it is. It's totally personal. Will was gonna kill me just to piss you off, so you decked him. It's his word against yours that you're being all disobedient. Running, though, that'll make you look guilty for sure.
So coincidentally, my best chance is to stay here and figure out a way to justify protecting you.
Funny the way things work out, huh?
Fine. But only because I have nothing resembling a better plan. And don't think that I'm not pissed off. I haven't forgotten about the past 2 weeks.
You have been lying to me since the moment that we met. And you just bit me. I'm pissed too.
Fine. I'm gonna take a shower. I smell like the basement of an abattoir.
Terrific! See if you can scrape all your hair out of the shower drain while you're at it.
Fine!
Fine! College isn't as easy as high school, and my attention has probably been wandering due to living with a vampire, but still, I just feel dirty.
Ugh, what are you wanting about now?
Nothing. I think I failed my lit midterm.
Big deal. Aren't you practically dating your TA?
I mean, ask Danny to... No, I couldn't do that. An A is a sacred trust.
Fine. But if I was their TA, you wouldn't even have to ask.
That's unethical. Considerate, but unethical.
Ethics are a ridiculous game played by children who think they can impose order on an arbitrary universe.
Yeah, but what can you do but try?
Well, if you're smart, you take any advantage you can get. Speaking of which, where's that bracelet I gave you?
So what does it do exactly?
It makes you feel off to vampires. Like you're leaking radiation. Like if I touched you, I might feel off.
Oh, well that's good. That's probably good.
Well, it might persuade them to move on to someone else.
Speaking of which, have you heard anything from the dean yet?
Radio silence. But the fact that we're both not messily dead bodes well.
I say seriously, Nick, if you can't even remember to keep the cage locked.
I'm literally the worst roommate ever. You have been untied all of 8 hours and there's already sludge in every surface of the bathroom. And you just stole my pillow! Good enough?
For now. You said that's not how it works, so how does it work? What happens to the girls you take?
I don't know. But whatever happens to them happens after I take them to my mother.
Wait, you've been taking girls for how many hundreds of years and you don't even know what happens to them?
Gee, Mom, feel like telling me the secrets of your antediluvian vampire cult today? Oh, what's that, no? Okay, and you'll use my head as a doorstop if I continue asking questions. Whatever happens to them, it makes their blood undrinkable.
If it's changing their blood chemistry, maybe it's physically affecting their brains as well. We really need to figure out what that goo we've been finding in their rooms is.
See, look, you're helping already. Now we just have to get Betty and the other girls back.
Have I been stuttering when I've been talking about my mother? There's no getting them back. They're just staying out of my mother's way.
You've been saving girls.
No, I've just been screwing with Mummy Dearest minions to annoy her.
So after everything that she's done to you, to Elle, your big revenge is to be annoying. Aren't you some centuries-old badass?
Yeah, and you know how you get to be centuries old? You pick your battles. My mother is an ancient supernatural being with the personal cabal of the undead. You are an annoying teenager whose only real skill is being nosy.
But you're not. You're some super fast, super strong vampire.
Yeah, and you've got a better chance of taking me down than I've ever had against my mother. You feel like taking a shot?
See, she's loose. I told you she...
In your big heroic entrance, Zena, but she's not the one in trouble.
If you think that I can't get up...
I've been doing my very best to be patient about the ambush and the hostage-taking and the starvation diet, but I am having difficulty remembering why it is that I haven't torn out your spine.
No, don't. Please don't, Carmilla. Look, Danny's sorry and she's not going to try and kill you again, right? Danny? Look, she's nodding. That's a nod.
And smooth.
You suck.
What the...
Are those giant mushrooms?
God, I hate this place.
So it was kind of a long night last night. Seems the alchemy club lost control of this giant underground fungus.
Idiots.
And these huge mushrooms popped up and started shooting spores at people, and anyone who inhaled them kind of started lurching around like a zombie.
Actually, that part was pretty funny.
Right up to the moment they tried to burn down the Lustig Theater building.
Yeah, it's still pretty funny.
And tried to attack anyone who stopped them.
Yeah, it's not like a
Okay,
whole-
you can stop pretending to be all callous and indifferent. They saw you save me.
I was just saving myself from the spores.
Sure you were. Anyway, those of us who, for whatever reason, didn't get a face full of mushroom dust spent the evening hacking apart 6-foot toadstools and rolling barrels of fungicide into the basement of any building within a half-mile of the Lustig, which, side note, what is it with people trying to burn that place down? Didn't they already torch it back in 1904?
Well, nobody likes theater students.
Crazy cooking club prank.
Hey, Laura, Laura, you're dreaming. It was just a dream. Hey.
Blood. There was blood everywhere again. It filled the room until it was an ocean, and above it this light. Nothing should shine like that, like the rotted heart of the world.
So that's not creepy. Do you think these are still the dreams that mean she's been chosen?
She shouldn't be having these dreams anymore. The charm should have chased the vampires away.
I don't think it's a vampire. It's the girl. The girl in the nightdress.
You saw her?
I think so. She was in the room as the blood rose. She didn't even try and swim. Why didn't she try and swim?
Did she say anything?
No. Maybe not to go into the light, because the light is hungry.
Awesome, I didn't need to sleep again ever.
That's everything she said.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You asked about her before. It's her, isn't it? It's Elle.
I don't know. I've never seen her. The girls we takes talk about her sometimes. Little girl with a mole right here. But she's never tried to say anything to me.
Who are we talking about now?
Her ex, kind of. She got taken a long time ago. Maybe she can't get to you. Maybe it's like a non-vampire thing.
Sure.
The light is hungry. Not to get all fascinated by weird things, but maybe it's a clue. Maybe it has something to do with the second stage of the parasite.
Could be, but how are we going to cross-reference some ancient evil light with weird parasitic brainworms and... Oh no.
How did you idiots ever trap me?
Just in case we don't come back, we are recording this message.
We've determined that a research trip, which some of you may not approve of, is a necessity.
And since the sub-basements where the archives are housed only exist after dark, a day trip was out of the question. So, if you're watching this, Danny, Perry...
Oh, hell no. We are not apologizing to them. We are ready for the weird. We thrive on it. We tape our flamethrowers to our pulse rifles, and we make the weird submit. We're going to the library.
So, thanks, by the way, for coming with us to the library.
I thought we were never speaking of that again.
Yeah. You came along because you want to know what happened to her, didn't you? 'Cause you're hoping that you can save her somehow?
Don't start expecting heroic vampire crap from me, Cupcake. If I know better than to mess with my mother, I sure as hell know better than to spit in the eye of something old enough to think it's a god. Besides, the wench is dead.
So are you. Doesn't seem to be putting a dent in your social life. Besides, if you want me to stop having heroic notions about you, you should probably stop saving my life.
Then who would buy the cupcakes?
There is just nothing like a good night's sleep, right, sleepyhead?
No.
What do you mean down by 2?
Well, they already lost Sarah Jane and I stopped them from taking Laura here.
So you mean that because you protected Laura, they needed a replacement, and so they took and you just let them? Why wouldn't you have given her a bracelet too? Why wouldn't you have warned somebody?
'Cause whoever I helped, they just end up taking more. I didn't think it would be one of your friends. I told you I'm not the hero of this piece.
What were you thinking, the two of you? Getting involved in all of this and putting everything you do up online for everyone to see? What if the her putting those things in her brain. What if the last thing she remembers is that I was awful to her?
I did this. They took LaFontaine because they couldn't take me. Because they could see my videos
All right.
and they knew what we were up to.
Just stop all of this before I get queasy. Cupcake, you are ridiculous and headstrong and naive, and this whole Lois Lane Jr. gig is doomed. Okay? But unless you're going around kidnapping girls for some ancient, unspeakable evil, nothing that's happening right now is your fault.
Really?
Yeah, former minion of the evil? Yeah.
Okay, but Perry's not wrong either. We need to be smarter than this. We need to make sure that we've warned anybody who might be in harm's way. Which includes you. If you are on the Silas campus, you are in danger.
Duh. Though, did anyone think to tell that big puppy that follows you around that his BFF's a vampire?
Oh my god, Kirsch! It must be nice sometimes, though, to be normal. Or oblivious. Nothing to worry about except the midterm bash and whether the person you like is going to be there. That must sound so stupid to you. You've been to, what, a zillion dances?
Yeah, but most of the time I was bait in a supernatural con game.
So you can't remember what kids did for kicks back in 1698?
It wasn't much different. We drank a lot and danced like fools. Waltzing was fun. It had a Frisell scandal back then.
How is waltzing scandalous?
Well, partners were face to face, chest to chest. All of that whirling. In 1698, it may as well have been sex.
So you had some fun after all.
Once or twice. Why don't you just take mine? I'll curl up on the floor.
No, I couldn't make you...
Vampire constitution trumps lower back pain.
Thanks. Worst crush ever. A book. She might be traumatized, but she isn't wrong.
Oh, God damn it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
Is
didn't...
that new stuff appearing on the book because you spilled blood on it? Right, of course it is.
It's an entry from something called La Fil Formes, the light that devours, an ancient evil that demands... I'm not sure about the symbol there. 5 shocker virgins every 20 years. Once victims are marked, their world narrows to celebration.
It likes party girls, that's it, that's our thing, so how do we stop it?
Old as the ocean's depths, the light that betrays all, blah, 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 draws the devoured to it and consumes their minds, which increases the light and draws in more of the devoured.
So it's absorbing their minds and using the energy to draw more people in. And if Elle is reaching out to us, then...
They're conscious in there.
God, this just gets creepier and creepier.
Word. Hey, why are we all freaking out?
Oh, you're back. You're back. You're all right.
What do you mean I'm back? I didn't go anywhere. Did I go somewhere?
In my brain. How long do I have? Great. So, what do we know? Please tell me you didn't waste an entire day making brownies.
No, we found it. It's this devouring light thing called lupiformes.
La Fil Formes.
And it looks like the dean sacrifices 5 girls to it every 20 years.
Wow, so much for the university's progressive policies on feminism, huh? So, why would the dean do that?
Well, why does anyone start a cult? Wealth, power, eternal youth? To get back at people you knew in high school?
So, is there anything in the book that might...
No, it's more in the all hail and cower mewling worms vein.
Okay, so maybe we don't have to go with the book, but ancient evil brain parasites, yes, so...
Not so fast, we need a collector again. This one replaced the airhead. So we just need to score one more for the ritual for the new moon. For the cake. Oh, damn it! This one's fainted. Did you forget to water them again? Good news, smarty pants. The dean will see you now.
Oh, that's okay. I know she's busy.
Did you record your own kidnapping?
Maybe. Incompetent idiots. No, not you guys, my mother's minions. Who lets a kidnapping victim get in with a recording device? That's just... by which I mean, well done, you.
You did amazing. They have 3 girls down there.
Let alone some ancient unspeakable evil. So we're still utterly screwed.
But there's a ritual, right? So maybe we just need to stop them from taking any more girls until, what did Will say, the new moon. We just have to last until Friday. Which is also when my lit paper is due.
Well, hey, if we get sucked into an underground evil, your deadline will be moot.
Thanks. Hey, I gotta say, all things considered, you're taking this really well.
Yeah, it really doesn't seem to be that scary. It's probably a bad sign, right?
Oh, no. No, you can't be going yet. Oh, the others, they didn't go this fast.
Maybe it's because the ritual is so close. That might amp the little wormy dudes in my brain right up. Snacks.
That won't be distracting.
It's okay. I'll stay with her and make sure she's okay. She's my best friend. Okay.
So,
A scalon, an enchanted spear that kills dragons, but only if you're a Christian saint. The scepter of Kirkion will heal them. The holy hand grenade of Antioch would be perfect for an influx of monstrous rabbits.
wait, what about this one? The Blade of Hoster, forged from the burnt bones of star spawn and meant to shatter all that oppose it. Yeah, that sounds pretty... No.
Why no?
Well, it's sealed into the face of a cliff in an underwater cavern like 1,000 feet below sea level. Nobody could survive that, which is probably the point. We just need something a little less epic quest and a little more borrowed from the Museum of Warfare and Atrocities. Maybe a nice bazooka.
I could get it.
What?
The sword. I could get it. Pressure depth and nitrogen narcosis aren't really issues for a vampire.
That would be... I mean, you'd be risking your life, and if your mother found out, she would...
Yeah, well, my mother fed the only person I cared about to a monster, and maybe I don't feel like letting that happen again.
Wow, that's... I mean, I know that you're not just doing it for me, but seriously.
Don't be an idiot. Of course I'm doing it for you. Where'd you get that?
I found it here. I thought that you left it...
Get it off! What? Ah! Laura! Hey, no, Laura! Mother.
Hello, sweetheart. I thought it was time we had a little talk.
What do you want, Mother?
You didn't come when I sent for you. I can't imagine poor William was at all unclear. He doesn't quite have the brains for delicacy.
So if you're gonna kill me, why not just come yourself?
Kill you? When you think of the lengths I've gone to save you from your own foolishness? No. But I thought we should talk without your little friends listening in. Speaking of which... Now that was satisfying. That little son of a glitch has been a loose end since he disappeared into that rabbit hole we call a library back in 1874.
You didn't have to do that.
Yes, I did. Threats to the sacrifice cannot be tolerated. One day you'll understand.
Do you think I'm ever gonna understand why you fed the only girl I've ever loved to an abomination?
I think you're a practical girl, and you'll see that everything I do for the best. That silly little creature couldn't have loved you. The second she knew what you were, she spilled your secrets like an idiot schoolchild. She was a cockroach, a wretched, crawling thing like this one. And you, my glittering girl, are a diamond. Stone cannot love flesh.
See, all I'm hearing are your excuses for why you let a supernatural suckfest turn you into its kitchen staff.
And you think you'll be the one to change all that? You'll claw the blade of Hoster from its underwater grave and strike out the light where we worship. It was a good plan, but you won't try it. It's a blade meant to consume anyone who wields it. Why do you think the cult of Hoster buried the wretched thing? Oh, darling. There's no way for you to fight and nothing to fight with. Sometimes that's just the way of the world, and we must learn to bear it as best we can.
So if it's all doomed, why even bother coming to tell me?
Because I would hate for you to become a threat to the sacrifice. And instead, I thought I'd offer you a deal. If you can keep your little pet here from making more trouble, I'll let you keep her. Take someone else instead.
How could I ever trust you?
Why don't I start us off with a gesture of good faith? William, why don't you bring in your little friend?
Hi, Sugar Puss.
Will said you needed some help with your big rescue plan. And I was like, the Zetas are in. You know, we're up to being big damn heroes. Told you Will was a total bro.
Isn't he, darling? I do so enjoy chivalry.
Hey, Laura, you're acting kind of weird even for you.
Hush, dear. The grown-ups are talking.
I thought your hungry little nightlight wanted virgins.
Oh, you've been reading Barclay's transcriptions. That man was obsessed. No, we just take girls because it's traditional. Besides, the world's just gonna grind them up anyway, so it's almost a mercy.
What's she talking about?
This one they'll believe some idiot accident. Perhaps depression over his lost sweetie. So what's it to be? Shall we take the prom king here and leave you and the little moppet alone?
Dude, I don't get what she's talking about.
Oh, it's cool, bro. You're gonna save Laura.
Alright, sweet.
Because the other option is I simply waltz this adorable little body right out the door and into the sacrifice.
Deal.
Excellent. William?
Well, dude, what are you doing?
Joking you, bro.
Okay.
Just joking you, bro.
Not cool.
Remember, she's safe so long as you keep her from meddling. If either of you get in the way again, all bets are off.
You've made yourself clear.
I should hope so. Now be quick. Catch.
Oh, Laura, hey.
Carm, what the?
Hey, you're fine. It was the necklace. It was just a trap from my mother. It was poisoned, but we got it off in time.
Your mom plays dirty. Man, she is gonna be so done when you show up all righteous with that sword.
Yeah, I don't think she's expecting anything like that. Soon.
Good. It will feel a lot better when we are all together and heavily armed. I wish JP was here, but someone seems to have misplaced our non-resident librarian.
Are you alright?
Yeah. That necklace did a number on me. I feel like I had a whole other brain crammed into my skull.
That'll pass.
Ugh. That is not helping either. But I think it's also this sit-tight plan. I mean, what if the vamps just take 2 more tonight and make with the sacrifice anyway?
Well, Laura, this plan keeps you safe. It keeps your friends here safe. That's all we can do. Laura?
You're right, it's all that we can do, but what if there were more of us? Remember when I first put the videos up online and all those people that I'd never even met just wanted to help? There is a whole campus full of people out there, and what do you bet? They don't want some vampire cult kidnapping their friends any more than we do.
Laura,
with that many people, we can search every basement and cave until we find them. It's perfect!
Laura, that's...
I will go get the troops rallied, and you go get the sword, okay? Your mom and her loopy demon light thingy aren't even gonna know what hit him. Not one more step, bloodsucker.
What is this?
So what's it to be? Shall we take the prom king here and leave you and the little moppet alone?
Deal.
Excellent. Were you even gonna tell me about JP, about Kirsch, about the fact that she possessed me and used me to hurt my friends? Or was it just gonna be, sorry babe, no sword, no rescue, that's just the way the world is?
Laura,
I
that's
won't
not...
let you take her.
Laura, she promised to leave us alone.
Yeah, just so long as you let her kill my friends. You know, it's not the sword. The sword would kill you, and I get that. It's that you just gave up. After everything, you didn't even try.
Laura, that's not...
Go away,
what-
Carmilla. Go run and hide. We're done. You know.
God damn it. Of all the imbecilic, idiot, suicidal, you just had to go and get yourself eaten. Oh God, you're somewhere getting eaten.
We won. And Carmilla's dead.
I mean, she seems dead, but she's a vampire, right?
Well, blood! She needs blood! Please don't be dead. Please don't be dead.
Well, that was a kick.
Hey.
Hey.
Are you hurt? It looks like maybe you're hurt, and I'm sorry I hugged you so hard that you're hurt. It's just that you were dead, and now you're not, and I know that you're probably going through a lot of stuff with your mom. It's just that... And I know that you didn't do everything for me, but I just... Wow. So you're a giant black cat, huh?
I really can't have one day without that thing.
Oh, come on. Don't you want to record it for posterity?
Posterity can bite me. I have better things to do.
Oh, come on. They are all dying to know how you survived. I will make it worth your while.
Well, it turns out that I hate this place so much.
Where is it? Where's the book? The big Sumerian book.
It's in the washroom. I was using it as a bath mat. It's pretty cushy.
I don't read Sumerian. Law for Formers. Where is it? Where's the page? I know it talks about sacrificing 5 virgins every 20 years, but does it say anything about what would happen if it ate, say, a very old, very powerful vampire like your mother?
We didn't kill it?
I have an idea. We just go. We leave for reading week and we never come back. I mean, we can do that, right? Right?